about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media.
Business-wise for a long time.
Well, that's why. It's only business. It was really, away from that, I explained why I didn't hang out with him. Right? Because it's a little fluffy stuff going on.
It's not your scene.
It's not my stuff.
Not your scene.
They hug you from the front and the back at the same time. I got uncomfortable with him because the way he was acting to try and get me to hang out with him was like, yo, I'll take you shopping. Like, and I'm like, what you mean? Like, that's something you say to a woman you're attracted to, maybe.
Right.
It's just weird, bro. Like, and now you start to see a lot of the weird stuff that was there. It looks like it all lines up, don't it? It was not in the closet. It was in front of you and you wasn't seeing it because you see the beards. Or you see the girls. So you didn't look at them the way it actually is to a degree. Now, when I say people respond, how people respond to things matter, like the internet will take to it and just go off with it. Meek responds being the uncomfortability. He goes, yo, I'll spend $100,000 to find out why my name is in this like this. And it's in it only because he's uncomfortable. You don't hear him talking about French. French was right there.
Yeah.
Right? Why you get so quiet? You guys make me feel like I'm so scared.
Well, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot.
No, they see this. You see this. They see this.
They see it.
Nah, you see this. When I go.
Jay-Z finds himself back in the headlines as a new lawsuit drags him into the widening Diddy saga, with 50 Cent keeping the heat on everyone involved. Diddy's legal troubles are mounting, his team now aiming to stall the case for years. A recent indictment suggests many could be affected, and Cassie's confirmation to testify adds major weight. Celebrities tied to Diddy are increasingly caught in the storm.
It's out there in the same shirt. This is not Photoshop. Stop it. You set that up. Look, obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. Guys may say to a girl, let me take a shot. See? Damn. They found it that quick.
What do you think's happening in the middle?
I don't know what is going on. Because it was like, he was like, yo, you hot now. Now we got to hang out now. Hang out.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know, maybe I'll take you shopping and I get you some flash and you could give me the hood shit. And I was looking and I was like, let me just move away from him because I'm going to mess up the way. Certain things, they let it go by because it's Puff. He wasn't like in the closet. He was like in the hallway.
All these years, you being the only one calling this out.
I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long time.
They say you're a hater. They say you're crazy.
You do this. Yeah. And now
50 Cent has unexpectedly become a major thorn in Diddy's side, refusing to hold back as he exposes connections and questionable moves linked to the mogul. On a recent podcast, 50 revealed that Meek Mill showed up in matching outfits with Diddy at a party, an event 50 had turned down, sensing something off. Diddy had initially invited 50 on a shopping trip, but he declined, while Meek accepted, hoping to advance his career, unaware it would later draw even more scrutiny.
Then, when it was 2016, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a Black Billionaires lunch. Yeah. You understand? Right. And we here together, and we're gonna keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand, and ain't nothing else to us.
When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
He didn't show up.
He has like 20 now. Oh, Lord. He had like 18 since he's been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. He got some shit. He's like drinking. His pictures were things to cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family.
The association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go, prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association. Like you see, the kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing. Right. They don't rap yet, and they already have Grammys and shit. So it's like they give give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the awards.
Jay-Z isn't staying out of the spotlight, as his name keeps resurfacing amid the unfolding controversy. For years, he and Beyonce have had ties with Diddy, but 50 Cent and industry insiders suggest their connection highlights long-standing tensions in hip-hop. Some even argue that Jay-Z and Beyonce's alliance leans more on business strategy than personal bond. Sharing the same circles and backing similar ventures, it's no wonder Jay-Z keeps getting drawn into the escalating storm.
Speaking about Diddy as a problematic person was 50 Cent, and it turns out that it's just been announced that he's created a docu-series on Netflix. I can't wait to see this. The other end of that, every person who has tried to speak out about this, who has tried to speak out about the industry, the type of people that are controlling the industry, the attacks that people face from the media if they try to speak out, is always the same. They're called crazy. And an example of one such individual who went through those sorts of attacks is the actor Orlando Brown. He was on Disney, and I remember everyone telling us that he was totally insane and deranged when he was saying a lot of things that at the time sounded crazy, particularly about Diddy. Take a listen.
The requirement is you gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he's gonna get it.
Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
You can take but he won't shoot.
Diddy, to me, is the fall guy. We are still seeing a major effort.
50 Cent is laser focused on uncovering everyone connected to Diddy, with Meek Mill and Jay-Z just the tip of the iceberg. He's signaling that he plans to expose even more links as he dives deeper into Diddy's inner circle, warning that this is only the start of a much bigger list he's ready to bring into the light.
Jam, be the best. You know what it is. 2010, baby. It's the takeover. I'm going in.
Happy New Year to the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessing to the whole entire universe.
Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter, okay? I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know?
Looking back at Diddy's 2010 circle, it's striking how quickly many distanced themselves, pretending they barely knew him despite once calling him a close friend. Names like Busta Rhymes, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, and Usher were often seen by his side. Things took a darker turn in May 2018, when Trump's National Doral Golf Course in Miami closed after a shooting involving Jonathan Audi, who later claimed he'd been manipulated while connected to Diddy. As more details surface, the growing list of Diddy's associates from that era continues to raise eyebrows.
New accusations of human trafficking as he awaits his federal trial. In a civil case filed in Florida April 1st, Joseph Manzaro alleges, according to court documents obtained by E! News, that he was drugged, transported against his will, and sexually maimed as a victim of a coercive and organized criminal enterprise facilitated by Combs and others back in 2015, and named celebs such as Beyonce, Jay-Z, and LeBron James as witnesses in the lawsuit. In his filing, Manzaro says the alleged events took place in April 2015. He states that he lost consciousness after feeling a, quote, greasy substance resembling Vaseline as he opened the front door to his home, after which he says he was transported to another residence, where an associate of Combs allegedly told him that the music mogul wanted him brought to a freak-off event. Manzaro alleges in the suit he was secretly transferred to the music producer's home through a concealed tunnel allegedly connected to Gloria Estefan and Emilio Estefan's Miami property. He alleges that upon regaining partial consciousness, he found himself inside a large party area upon information and belief that it was a birthday party for Combs' then 17-year-old son Christian Combs. There he was allegedly forced to appear in a penis mask. The lawsuit states Jay-Z and Beyonce Knowles Carter were seated in the room, and upon seeing Manzaro, Beyonce Knowles Carter asked, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a penis mask standing here in front of me?" Manzaro alleges in the lawsuit that he was then forcibly paraded through multiple rooms filled with people who were jeering and taunting him.
High-profile individuals, including Jacob Arabo, Jay-Z, Gloria Estefan, LeBron James, and Beyonce Knowles Carter, are identified as witnesses due to their presence or knowledge of the events surrounding the freak-off orchestrated by defendant Diddy. Wow. And freak off, of course, is something that we've heard many times before, both in Combs' criminal case and other civil cases, to describe these prolonged sexual episodes, usually with sex workers. But Manzaro is suing Sean Combs. He is suing a man named Eric Mejias. He is suing Brendan Paul, who's been described in another lawsuit as Sean Combs' drug mule, Emilio Estefan, who is married to pop superstar Gloria Estefan, and Adria English, who filed her own lawsuit against Sean Combs, claiming she too was a victim of sex trafficking. By the way, it's interesting he's not suing these other celebrities that I mentioned, like Jay-Z and Beyonce and Gloria Estefan, possibly because he doesn't believe their alleged liability amounted to a civil claim, but seems to want to call them as witnesses at a trial, although I have to imagine they will do everything in their power to quash any.
A new civil lawsuit now names Jay-Z, Beyonce, and even LeBron James, alleging they were present at a Diddy-hosted event where Joseph Monero claims he was severely mistreated. Monero alleges he was drugged, taken against his will, and harmed as part of a coordinated scheme tied to Diddy and others back in 2015. While the case is still moving through the courts, the situation is expanding, and more names could surface as investigators dig deeper, raising the possibility that those responsible may finally face accountability.
And what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I say, no, some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all the memes. Stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people. It's so many things people say, so much stuff. But you know that one, your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me.
Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome, and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
You really heard that?
Well, yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
It's not just hip-hop stars acting strangely around Diddy. Hollywood names are caught up too. Figures like Will Smith and Jennifer Lopez have long been rumored to be part of his inner circle, making their recent statements all the more noteworthy. Rumors about Will and Jay attending Diddy's exclusive events have circulated for years, even earning jokes on Jimmy Kimmel. While Will stayed quiet back then, his choice to speak out now signals he knows anyone tied to Diddy could eventually get swept into the mounting legal storm.
And you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way. Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up.
I don't got shit in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
like,
I took.
Not that it's real enough.
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better. Or to remember, buddy.
I didn't give her a drink so she forget what the happened. What the is going on here, bro?
Yes, I took the two drugs. I gave me the fucking drug to perform. So she can remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work?
What the this is, yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal shit that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. I don't know why it's so hard for people
So
just
for
to
people to
acknowledge
feel
weird
like
shit is
you
weird.
would have something or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too, this is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what does that mean?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. And when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip hop culture could think that everybody in hip hop culture is with.
Unlike many in Diddy's circle, 50 Cent insists he has nothing to hide and no dark history tied to the situation. He claims that while Hollywood insiders knew what was going on at Diddy's events, they still chose to attend. 50, however, deliberately kept his distance, making it clear he wanted no part in anything questionable and refused to get involved in that lifestyle.
Right? I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
But was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go to the 90s and Kiki D said he paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
It's a little, like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries that went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy.
You're one of the first persons in entertainment to really call out people and kind of have that authority in that, to be able to call people out. I mean, which is pretty amazing. You're kind of, in some ways, draining the swamp of Hollywood. And
I don't have a support system. I don't have a support system of a peer group of artists that I require to do what I'm doing. I've had to be on my own from the beginning.
Another big name now in the spotlight is Leonardo DiCaprio. Known for his high-profile relationships with younger adults, he's now attracting attention for reportedly attending several of Diddy's high-profile gatherings. Appearances that have sparked questions as the story continues to unfold.
On Diddy do it?
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right.
Yet you said you weren't a part of that lifestyle. You weren't going to the parties. So what makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else. But I did feel uncomfortable with the way you would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah. And then that swayed me away from it. Just that alone.
So you didn't realize
as much stuff was coming. Like when I seen today, it was allegations of 3 men that said he drugged them, and it's a long time, to be honest with you. Like when people don't remember being violated for 20 years, it makes me feel a little hard.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. So I hope it works out, because with his family, that civil suit turned into a look. They looked at it like maybe it's a criminal situation.
Right.
A little early, and it could have been the same lobbyists and the same people that use their connections to make that happen for Puff.
Is that kind of why you was going hard on him the last couple years? Is it because of the liquor situation? Because to be honest, since the situation he's in now, it's kind of like you fell back on him. Was this all over the liquor, or you just said?
Well, most of that was motivation. That was competing,
right?
For with brands, and he was ahead of me. Right. Because he had been working on Ciroc and stuff like that. And then integrating it into our culture with Coco Loso and different things with different people connected to it. So, yeah, that's what that was. But when you look at, he would do
all of these celebrities are reportedly on edge over 50 Cent's upcoming documentary, which he first teased publicly in December 2023. Set to release in the coming months, the project promises to go beyond surface-level gossip, exposing not only Diddy's past actions, but also the web of high-profile figures connected to him. 50 has emphasized that the film will dig deep into the inner workings of Diddy's alleged operations, which is why so many in the industry are bracing for what could come to light.
I want to wait for a long time, bro, but do you not hear the of Meek Mill? Do you not hear all the shake it off, take that of Will Smith? Can you not give me the oh God of TD Jakes? Oh. I just don't want to be in the room where niggas be actually doing this, man, because that's crazy for a real Crip to pull up and be like, yo, my nigga, like, check this out. Like, I really heard Carl Winslow in there. Like, yo, I was like, yo, getting slapped like that. Slap. Who is he banging this out like a... Next thing you know, he walk in there and it's actually my mother.
Is Diddy a dangerous man?
Nah, you missed the fact that was my mom. Like, that was Jaguar Wright hitting... It's Carl Winslow, you know.
I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade.
Usher, Odell Beckham Jr., Terrence Howard, and Justin Bieber are among the many names now being linked to Diddy, and the list continues to expand. Orlando Brown, despite his controversial reputation, has repeatedly claimed he knows hidden truths about industry figures who live very different lives behind closed doors. 50 Cent has hinted that some men may have traded their integrity or image for career advancement, a point Terrence Howard once summed up as sacrificing authenticity for fame. Now, it appears many are uneasy, fearing past decisions are finally catching up with them.
That train might have left the station, but you were right there. You were right there to get on that.
That train took off from the station for sure.
You were close.
Yeah. I wasn't at that train station.
You left early?
No, that was down the street from me. I wasn't there. No.
Did you ever meet Diddy?
Yo, what the
Bro, yo, I forgot you actually might have.
Cassie has officially been confirmed as a key government witness, a major turn that significantly tightens the pressure on Diddy. Having witnessed how his operation allegedly functioned up close, her testimony is expected to be difficult to challenge. As Gondil noted, Cassie's civil lawsuit helped spark the wider investigation, and her statements are now set to play a critical role in shaping the criminal case as it moves forward.